Okay. Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to another episode of This Is Everybody podcast with your boy Gabriel Bautista. And it's been a while. It's been a while. For last 2 weeks, I haven't had time to upload a podcast because I've been working, man. I recently wrapped a project with this one good project that's gonna inform communities about the circumstances that minorities go through, and the character I got to play is based on a real person's story. And I know when it's done, I think they should be done with it by January. So when I get the chance to see it, I get to see the opportunity and the privilege that I've had to tell somebody else's story. you know and I'm really humbled to play that. And it's interesting when you get roles that like speak about you and speak to you, and you feel like are gonna reach out to others. Like, this is the first time where I got to act and I got to make someone cry. I'm like, holy shit! Like, the writer of the story got to cry in front of me, and I got to say I was very humble and privileged about that. And not only is that a film gonna be informative, about bringing awareness to individuals who come from traumatic environments, but it's also going to bring awareness to people to talk about their trauma, and also the importance of sex education, the importance of consent, and the importance of talking about the trauma you receive from, in case you've gone through like any harsh upbringing, as far as anybody approach you in a consensual way. I think it's important to talk about that trauma, and if you feel like you're struggling with that, to talk it out. Talk about your situations with others, and don't keep that shit inside, because when you keep that shit inside, it kind of like it prevents you from developing healthy bonds, and bettering your friendships and relationship with others. you know yeah, I got to wrap that project this week. Oh no, we also got to be out on a video with BuzzFeed, which is cool. And then this coming week, I should be working with. I'm gonna be on hopefully two Jubilee videos, and I'm working on a short film called Stride, as the role of Kareem. And I just did a callback for another role named Umberto, so hopefully I get that. Yeah, but we're working, man. I just haven't had the time to really sit down and really talk. So this is my time to let you guys know what's going on in the world. There's a lot of things going on. Like, recently, everybody's been canceling Kanye West because he's been wilding out. My opinion on the whole situation. I took some time to watch. Like, I didn't watch the whole interview yet. It looks entertaining as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna take some time to like really dissect the whole thing. But from what I've seen from the first 17, 18 minutes of it, um, I mean, it's fascinating to see the way like anyone thinks. I'm very fascinated with the person. I haven't seen the whole interview yet, so I don't know. I haven't seen him saying anything controversial at all yet. Uh, and on top of that, I'm very objective when I'm watching people talk. You know what I mean? I just watch people from really like a non-emotional standpoint, because I don't think it's good to watch anything based on emotion. It's always good to see everything from an objective point of view, because it gives you uh, an assessment of the situation, whether the situation is what you call it, whether the situation makes sense to you or not. If you view everything from an objective standpoint, from a very level-headed point of view, you'll act more out of logic and less out of emotion. When you act out of emotion, you're very, although you have a lot of energy and a lot of passion, it opens room for a lot more error. So yeah, it's very fascinating the way the public's reacting to what he's saying. Like, they're treating him like a politician. But in a sense, he's running for election, so I get it. You guys got to hold him up the wazoo. But it's just really fascinating the way the power that a celebrity can have over people, and the way people are gonna react to certain things. I think that's just how the world works. People are gonna take everything differently. Me, I don't give a shit what he says. He's not paying my bills. Like, I mean, I don't know him. I haven't sat at the table with him. Like, one thing I've learned is that, like, I never judge somebody if I haven't sat at the table with the person. And even then, I still hold off judgment, because I don't know what type of package deal the other person's dealing with. I don't know what the person's going through, honestly. And Neither does anybody else. People only post what people want you to see, but everything in the end is just a highlight reel. Like I don't really know exactly what's going on to another person's head, or I don't know what type of issues they're dealing with, the problems they're fighting. I don't know nothing at all. So it's just like I always view it from that standpoint. If I haven't sat at the dinner table with any of these people, celebrities, regardless of whether it's Kanye, whether it's Usher, Robin Thicke, or whoever, Quentin Tarantino, Robert Downey Jr., Joe Rogan, Kevin Hart, 50 Cent. Like, I don't know these people. I haven't sat at the table with them. I've only seen what I've been allowed to see, you know? So I just, I don't judge what people say. I just watch everything what people say with, and with like, I just like, I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated with human behavior, with what causes people to act a certain way. What, like, it's very fascinating the way you think it. Like, he just says something, and imagine, I feel like we all have that one friend who says something that isn't supposed to say it. I am sometimes that one friend. Forgive me, I'm not perfect. I never said I was. No one's perfect. Remember that. But they're just gonna say it, and it's fascinating how people are really giving him shit. It's just crazy fascinating, and how offended people feel, and the fact that with the George Floyd family is suing him, and that's fascinating. That is fascinating. Like he's talking like your crazy friend would talk, but people are taking advantage, I guess, like of his influence and his income that he's creating to sue him for a lot of money. I'm very fascinated with that. Like, people really try to take money out of you however they can, which is why you got to be careful with your words. Like, I don't know anything. That's like the clear statement. I'm letting you guys know I'm a normal human being with flaws, and that's who like. I know I'm gonna get to a high level of fame where things I'm gonna say might be like offensive to people and all this other stuff. But for everybody watching this, I always gotta say this in every episode. I am only human. I am not perfect. I don't want to be held to an image of perfection. I just want to be known as like a person who does his best, entertains people. You know, he speaks from the heart, and whether people take it or leave it, that's up to them. And whether people like me or not, I don't give a shit. The people that don't like me, I pray for you. Hopefully God blesses you with. I pray that God blesses you with abundance, whether you hate me or not. And because no one, like, I'm learning growing up even more that no one really, like, no one was there when I had to go through the shit that I had to go through. So my process, the way I process other people's opinions, it's very and based in logic and reality. Like, the people who judge me, they judge me because they don't know me. They weren't there when I was like out there in the streets, bro. They don't know. No one knows. No one knows what another person's going through. I don't know what you go through on a day-to-day basis. I don't know the type of battle that you're fighting right now. So who am I to hate on you? You know what I mean? I'm only allowed to speak when you come straight from me. You know what I mean? If you come straight from me and it becomes to the point where, like, hey, yo, man, like, you affecting my cheddar, you affecting my bills, you affecting, you know, my household. That's when I feel like I have to address it. But for the most part, when I address something in the most logical, objective way, because that's how we hold a conversation. I'm not gonna. I'm only gonna be mad if it's constantly trying to get to you. But in the end, like, if it's not gonna work, I'm just gonna keep my distance, never associate myself with that person, and move on with my life. You know. But I think that's what's going on with this generation, where everybody's overly sensitive, man. I keep saying it all the time, but it's true. Everyone's getting too overly sensitive about the freedom of thought, the freedom of opinion, you know? And It's just the people banning a lot of people. you know, it doesn't make any sense, dog. To me, it doesn't. Like whatever they say doesn't affect the amount of money that you make. It doesn't affect your peace of mind. Because your peace of mind is internal. It's your internal self. And it just fascinated me. Just I mean, it's just people are gonna be who they want to be. You got your complainers and you got your doers. I'm a doer. I don't complain anymore. I know what it's like to complain all your life. I know what it's like to have that animosity that you may think you have for others, but it's really animosity that you have towards yourself. And the truth is like, you know, it's what you choose to do with that energy. You could hate everybody around you. You could envy. You could be jealous. You can complain to God all you want. But complaining isn't going to get you anywhere. Doing something about it is really what's going to change the situation, you know? And doing something is just like, first you got to accept where you at. Then you got to embrace it. And then you just got to go through it. Whatever it is, whether it be a good season, bad season, low season, high season, you know what I mean? You just got to go through it. But yeah, dude, the world's going wild right now, man. And I'm really hyped. I'm very like I'm just watching how everything's going. One of my best friends, he just signed uh, close friends. He just signed a deal with somebody. So I can't wait to see what the kid does with his music. And then I got to perform with Quinn, and I got to perform in front of her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is black. Is like the artist black 6LAKCK. He's like a really dope artist, but I got to perform with him, and it was an honor and experience to perform for somebody of that caliber, somebody who's really cool, somebody who I've had the privilege of listening to since I was in middle school and high school, and that's like breaking the boundaries that I have about the things that are possible. Like, yo, anything is possible, bro. Anything is actually possible. And I don't want everybody. I don't want people to say like, "Oh man, he did it because he has connections." Fuck no! I started in this game with shit, so I just fucking did the shit, and I'm still doing it, and great shit is happening. So that's the formula I'm giving y'all. Just fucking do it. All right. You only get better with time. The first thing you do is never gonna be great, and if it does become great, great. If it doesn't, just fucking work through it. Fucking work at it, And you'll know if you're a good singer. Trust me. People people will let you know. You'll know if you're great at acting. Trust me. People will let you know. You'll know if you're in your purpose cuz people will let you know. But the first time, you got to give that shit a try for a couple, a year, 2 years, 3 years, but focus. Try it out. Whatever it is you got on your mind, focus on it. Do it. Execute. Don't talk about it, be about it. And then once you be about it, then you can kind of talk a little game about it. Like, oh yeah, I did this shit, I did that. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's my perspective on life, bro. I don't, like, who am I to say what I deserve? All I can do is show you what I deserve. You know what I mean? I believe I am destined for greatness. I believe that, everything I got going on is gonna be bigger, bigger, and bigger and bigger. And I believe that I am one of the greatest entertainers of all time. That's what I believe. It's not my ego. It's not my pride. It's just what I believe. You know what I mean? Belief is beyond the ego, and belief is beyond your pride. Belief is the evidence of things not seen. And, that's what faith is. I just know that's like something who I am. I am an entertainer, you know, and I know I'm gonna be one of the greatest entertainers of all time. I'm probably gonna be big as fuck. I'm gonna be big as fuck in a year from now. Trust me, I am. Um, but yeah, dude, shit's crazy, man. A lot of things happening. Uh, I got a couple. Um, what you call it? Yeah, Halloween. Halloween's coming up right now. Fuck, dude, I hate Halloween, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I hate Halloween. It has to do with like my religious background. I grew up a Christian, but I know so much about Halloween that I just can't be a part of it, bro. Like, There's just so much. It's just so much going on. Like I'll go into detail next time about like my perspective on Halloween and maybe like some other time, bro, when people really want to know the real deal. And then I've been talking to a lot of more women lately. I've been trying to give, I guess, I'm trying to be more open to dating now because I'm realizing that my perspective on things have changed a lot over the course of my life. And I mean, fuck, I'm only 24, I still got a lot to live, but I'm giving dating a chance. I've been talking to some chicks here and there, you know what I mean? And what's fascinating to me is that I just really can't date chicks who are into zodiacs. I'm sorry, I really can't date a chick who's really into zodiac signs. I'm sorry. It's just like that thing. Like, why do you gotta look at that shit like it's the Weather Channel, bro? Zodiac signs, ooh, bro. I get it, man. Like, but it's just very open defined. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I could read any of those signs and I could feel like, oh yeah, that shit's me. But like, I don't know, man. I think there's more to life than zodiac signs, and I think people that depend on zodiac signs have low self esteem. You know what I mean? Because like, bro, if you know you fucking dope and you gonna fucking, who gives a fuck about a sign, bro? I'm fucking incredible. You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, I don't need to hear that shit, bro. It's just like I feel like a lot of people make excuses as to why they are the person the way that they are. So they say, "Oh, this is my zodiac sign." You know what I mean? I don't know. But then again, who am I to deny someone else's beliefs? If you believe in that, like, believe in that. I just personally, it's not gonna do it for me. You know what I mean? I just don't like hearing that shit, bro. It just gives me anxiety, though. Like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't need to know this shit, bro. I like living in the moment. I like living for now, bro. Why do I gotta think about then? Like, everybody's like, oh, this is the month of October. This is what it's gonna look like for Taurus. Like, bro, I don't give a shit, dog. Like, we're in the now. It's what we do now that matters. That gets to then. If you focus on now, the shit step by step, you're gonna get to there, right? And if you look at this shit, you're just like, what's the point in living if you know what's gonna happen next? That's the excitement of living life. You know? It's just, I don't know, man. I don't like knowing what's gonna happen next because life is gonna happen unexpected, and then you gotta be open to anything. Life, anything can happen in life, and this is what Joey Diaz said. It can go both ways. It could be fucking terrible. It could be fucking great, but anything can happen. So you gotta go with the mindset that anything can happen. You see what I'm saying? But like, if you pay attention to the fucking zodiac signs or some shit like that, your mindset is gonna be like induced into believing that shit, and you pull more of that energy. What if the shit it tells you is something bad? You know, you're gonna give that bad shit more power than it needs to, and then you're gonna worsen your day. You know, and that's my viewpoint on it. But yeah, I just can't date a chick who's too into zodiacs. Man, I just want a chick who's like laid back, chill, Christian. You know what I mean? Has dreams, has a vision, wants to better herself every day. Can be a chick who's with a good sense of humor. I'm with a good sense of humor, and let's work from there. You know what I mean? Likes to work out. I like to work out. I never hold nobody to a standard that I wouldn't hold myself to. So I don't believe in like, oh, this chick has to be blah 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 blah. Nah. I want my chick to match me. That's what I want. And it doesn't matter in whatever season I'm at. I just want her to match me, and I want her to be what God has in store for me and for her. You know what I mean? And that's how I view love. Love is just gonna work for you. Love always works for you, but I feel like a lot of people are so pressured into the culture of being into a relationship right now that they are so pure pressured to get into something. Bro, like, just live your life, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy where you're at. Because, where you're at is where you need to be. And if you continue to be the best version of you, you're bound to attract the opposite version. Like, I mean, in a good way, like the best version of the other you who's good to fill the other parts that you still lacking, but you're trying. You know what I mean? That's the important thing. We are here on this earth to help each other be better. And when you find a partner that's right for you, The partner that's right for you is just the person that's best for you. You know. But yeah, man. There's a lot of things to do. A lot of exciting things coming out. I can't wait for my videos for Jubilee to come out. I can't wait for the role. Hopefully, I feel like I'm gonna land. I feel like I landed this role for Humberto. It's for this project called Immigrants, and it's a pilot show for. It's a really cool topic about stories of immigrants because half of my family are immigrants, so it's good to talk about that. But I can't wait for that thing to be out. Um, yeah, this wasn't as funny as it usually is. This is more like it's just more like talking about what's been going on, bro. Maybe next one will be funnier. I don't know, but I just wanted to have a conversation, man, and that's all I really want. Is just real conversation with people, and yeah, man, I can't wait for what life has coming next. Life has a lot of great things in store. We just gotta expect it. We just gotta know, you know. But yo, you guys continue having an amazing and blessed week, and please have a blessed life. Bye bye. Deuces.